went pretty quickly, because when we arrived, they were still searching for the members of the Dalia family.
Dalia family.
Yeah, family. They were still searching the bush for the family, and God, man, it was children executed. They were scrambling through the bush on their hands and knees trying to escape. And it was obvious that soldiers were hunting them and chasing them, hunting them through the scrub and shooting them in the backs and as they were trying to hide.
Was that the hardest moment?
I think that was one of the hardest things. I was so distraught from imagining the horror that these kids and women and children went through at those moments in the darkness, terrified. I was so traumatized by that for the first time I really wasn't able to work. I wasn't able to think about picking up my camera and thinking about composition or light or movement or what's going to happen next or where is the best angle to frame this from. I sat there for a long time next to a local man and smoked a cigarette in horror. And after some time, I remember saying to myself, for God's sake, get up and do what you're supposed to do. Do what you're here to do. And I remember forcing myself to get up and start to think about what I'm looking at it and what am I supposed to do with it. And I didn't work as technically or professionally as I know how. I really just lifted the camera, took a few frames. We were showing some bodies that were hiding in the bush. And, you know, again, I didn't find the right I just documented a few shots. I still can't really believe how horrific that must have been for those people. I mean, that wasn't a case of accidental shelling. That was a hunt, a hunt for bloodlust. It was horrific.
Who helped you in the field when you took those photos and when you visited the mass graves or the massacres that were happening in not only in Drenica but also in other places? Who were the locals? Was KLA helping